Imagine this. You're at home scrolling through your phone late at night when a news alert flashes on your screen. Mysterious infection causes violent, mindless behavior. Authorities urge citizens to stay indoors. It sounds like the beginning of every zombie movie ever made, right? But what if I told you the line between fiction and reality is way thinner than you think? While Hollywood's flesh-eating zombies are pure fantasy, science has discovered something eerily similar already exists in nature. Let's start with the zombie ant fungus. Officially known as Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, this parasite infects ants in tropical forests. Once the spores attach to an ant, they burrow inside, spreading through its muscles. The fungus then releases chemicals that hijack the ant's nervous system, forcing it to climb a plant and bite down on a leaf in a death grip. The ant dies, and the fungus sprouts out of its head like a horror movie prop, releasing more spores to infect other ants. If that's not zombification, what is? And ants aren't the only victims. There are wasps that inject prey with neurotoxins, forcing them to care for the wasp's eggs. There are even viruses that alter the behavior of mammals. Take rabies, for example. It makes animals, and sometimes humans, unusually aggressive and prone to biting. Sound familiar? It's not quite The Walking Dead, but it's definitely its scientific cousin. So, the big question, could something like this ever happen to humans on a mass scale? To answer that, we have to look at what's biologically possible. The human brain is incredibly complex, protected by our skull, immune system, and the blood-brain barrier, which acts like an elite security team keeping pathogens out. This makes it extremely difficult for a single microbe to control our behavior in the precise, coordinated way we see in movies. Evolutionarily, no known organism has developed that kind of control over us, and for good reason. Manipulating a creature as complex as a human would require an almost impossible level of biochemical precision. But impossible isn't the same as unthinkable. Let's say a mutated rabies strain emerged. One that spread as easily as the flu but with slower, less obvious symptoms. You might not see hordes of staggering zombies, but you could in theory see waves of aggression and confusion ripple through society. Or imagine a parasite that doesn't turn you into a monster but subtly changes your decisions. Something like this already exists. It's called Toxoplasma gondii, a parasite that infects the brains of mice and makes them lose their fear of cats. Humans can get it too, and some studies suggest it might influence our risk-taking and even our personality. Now, before you start giving your cat the side-eye, these influences are subtle, more like gentle nudges than full-on mind control. Still, they show that microbes can change behavior in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Scientists studying neuroparasitology are finding that nature's playbook is a lot weirder than we once thought. What makes the zombie idea so haunting isn't just the infection, it's what it says about control. We like to think our thoughts and actions are our own. But what if a microscopic organism could rewrite the script? In a way that's already true. The bacteria in your gut can produce chemicals that influence your mood and cravings. The microbes in your body actually outnumber your human cells 10 to 1, and they play a huge role in who you are every single day. So, could a zombie apocalypse really happen? The cinematic version with rotting corpses at your door? Probably not. But on a microscopic level, it already has. Nature has been experimenting with behavior control for millions of years, in ants, in mice, and maybe even a little in us. The real horror isn't the undead. It's realizing how thin the line is between self and symbiote, between our consciousness and our chemistry. And maybe that's what makes the zombie myth so timeless. Deep down, we know the monsters aren't just them. They're us, stripped of our empathy, our reason, our choice. So next time you watch a zombie movie, remember, while the apocalypse might stay on screen, the science behind it is very much alive, reminding us that control is far more fragile than we like to believe. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into science and the strange. See you next time.